T3 Arena team is on fire. We have so many updates to talk about, and it's just around the corner. It's gonna happen in a couple of days. T3 Arena is gonna be directly available via the Google Play Store. I'm pretty sure you guys already heard about that, but why is that a big thing? Approximately 20% of mobile gamers are using iOS. By opening the doors for Android, it means we're gonna see a spike, a peak in the player base. What does this mean in terms of numbers? Please note that this is just my personal assumption. So Gordo shared that there were a total of 3 million downloads already. I think that approximately 10-15% of those total downloads are active players, which means that currently we have something like 300k to 500k active players. If we take that as a 20%, then we should expect approximately 2 million new players. Two major takeaways here: less bots and less wait time. Since there's a lot to discuss, let's jump to the next one, which is delaying the ranked game mode. I think it absolutely makes sense because we all know that there are a bunch of annoying bugs in the game, and if ranked is going to be introduced, it needs to be done properly. I'm super curious to see how this is going to work, because when the game has started, I'm not sure if there was already a plan in place for the ranked game mode. So what I mean by that, there needs to be some kind of new rating system introduced, like purple stars or whatever, which indicates your ranked rating. But I'm not really sure how that is gonna be synced with the current, trophy levels, and then how, it's gonna be differentiated. If you have an idea how this is gonna work out, just leave a comment and share it with the community. But long story short, the ranked game mode, it's a cool stuff. It's gonna increase the hype, and I think the timing is just perfect, like introducing ranked at the same time when the game is gonna be available on Google Play. My next topic is hero changes and balancing, and let's start with Labula. So increased ammunition and decrease in shooting speed, whilst the total damage remains to be the same. It has been introduced as a buff, but I think it's actually a nerf. Iris and heal from further away with Pybot, which is cool, but I don't think it's gonna be a game changer. If you think about her weapon reload time, if that would be decreased, yes, then it would be, a positive thing for Iris players. But this change is like, okay, and so what? Johnny Jet and reduce cooldown of Veil of Chaos, which is cool, and you can actually place 2 of them. So I think being in that camouflage mode is gonna help to confuse the enemy. I think it's definitely a buff, but I would rather want to see something like staying invisible, like for 1 or 2 seconds after leaving your circle. I think that would be even better for Johnny Jet, but let me know what you think, guys. So the Diggy change is really interesting because she's gonna regenerate health while being in shark form without having the passive. Question mark? What's the passive gonna do? So Hualing Snare Bomb distance has been increased and second ultimate cooldown decreased. Let's talk about the Snare Bomb. I think that ability is just not good enough. So if you compare it with Osas's active ability, Hualing would deserve something that confuses or disarms or blinds the enemies. Second ultimate cooldown, I'm using the first one. And ultimately there was talk about buffing Chemist. It just didn't happen. No change for Chemist players for now. The next big update is that we're gonna have a new character you already all know about, a new tank, Fort, who is again a hero who can place a shield. And why am I saying it like that? It's because I have the assumption that we're gonna see Jabali and Ruby and Fort lined up as a team. Yes, I have concerns because you're not gonna have a chance to bypass their shields and then killing them. I really hope that at least in ranked game mode we're gonna get draft pick, which means that you can avoid facing these 3 heroes on the same team. Strong shield, strong weapon, good utility, so it's gonna be like top tier hero in my opinion. The next update, it's not gonna actually impact your gameplay, but still it somewhat does, because entering the battlefield with a nice skin, you know, gives you that extra feeling. I think all of the new skins which are gonna be introduced look cool, but I'm not satisfied with the pricing of them. I think the grand skin should be something like 150, epic 350, and then it would make sense to have the mythic up on 700, and maybe we're gonna even have something like legendary on the long term, which is gonna be like 1k or something like that. Next one on my list is introducing a new item called Power Cores, and we heard Boxybox talking about that. Since it has been shown that it's gonna be available through the top-up event, it makes me think that you can get this item only once, which is not what I would expect. You can see that you have to top up 2500 T-gems to get that Power Core item, which is, in my opinion, a bit too expensive. Personally, I don't have any issues with these passives dropping from boxes. Not sure how you feel about that. Again, you know, comment what you think passives and drops and your drop rates and so on. Next one on my list is like the team and club system updates, which is about having the option to send an invite to friends or clubmates who are in a game. I think it's not a big deal, because if you have actual friends to play with, you're gonna jump on Discord or, you know, do voice chat anyways, and you're willing to wait for them. But if you're talking about in-game friends who you know, just added to your list while playing, you know, random maps, you're not gonna want to wait for them. Alright, MVP and career system. So MVP is cool, SVP, losing and winning MVP, nice to have. I think this is something that has been originally planned with the game, but it just, you know, didn't make it to the release. And same applies to profile page or career page, where you can see all the stats, your win rates, and, you know, favorite heroes. I think this is something that has been just delayed. It's not like a big thing, but all in all, I'm happy that it comes, and it's gonna be available for players. Okay, we are nearing to the end of the list, and I'm happy to hear from Gordo that bugs are continuously being fixed. That heartbeat or that noise that is, you know, gets stuck, that's annoying. Please fix it. In terms of improvements, I'm just putting them on the table. Guys, T3 team, if you see this, please consider displaying character names. It would be nice to have it on the home screen, especially for new players, for beginners, casual players, because, you know, they just need some time to get used to them. Same applies for new skins. So whenever you have the lucky draw, you actually need to know the characters in order to know which hero skin that is. Talking about skins, it would be nice to see the actually selected hero skin, the active skin, eventually with a border indicating like the level of that skin. Same applies to loading screen, end screen, profile page, or whatever, so that your selected skin should be, you know, consistent across the game. Next is not really an improvement, it's more of a request. Please give a second ultimate to those heroes who just don't have one. I don't see, you know, why there are selected heroes for which we have two, and for others there is no choice. The last improvement can be considered as a bug, and I know the end screen is gonna change, but it's a bit funny that you can actually like your own performance. Please disallow that, because it just doesn't make sense. Alright, and last but not least, it has nothing to do with the game, it's related to the channel, but I want to thank you all for all the comments you left on the giveaway video, and seeing that success, I can guarantee that I'm gonna do more and more giveaways. Maybe it's gonna be monthly, I don't know yet, and I'm gonna need to figure out the details of it, but I can assure you that we're gonna have more giveaways in the future. Thank you for staying with me until the end, it's much appreciated. If you didn't already, you know, subscribe, like the video so it can spread, and leave a comment regarding your thoughts on the updates or the things I've been saying regarding the updates, because one single comment can actually have an impact on the game. Thank you again for staying. See you next time. Bye.